Hello everyone and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. So today we have a Skyward Sword Randomizer co-op tournament group stage race between Ragtag YAG and Masters of Camouflage. So on commentary we will have KitKat and Flora, and on tracking we will have Sandra and myself. So thanks everyone and have a good race.
Hello gamers, it's me again.
Yeah, and me as well. Yeah. Looks like the timer is a bit off, but I'm sure Aka can fix that.
I think it'll start eventually.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So about this match, we have both teams going in this match with a 6-0 lead, no losses so far. So this race determines which team goes into playoffs as the winner of the group stage, and which team only gets to go in as the second.
Yeah. So there are no these teams have definitely made it into the playoffs. It's just deciding who's going to be the first seed and who's going to be the second seed.
Yeah.
So starting off, everyone has some custom textures except for Jim, keeping it classic. I do indeed like that. Okay, what do you think dungeons are going to be? I'm going to think Skyview, Ancient Cistern, Fire Sanctuary.
Cistern, Fire Sanctuary.
Okay, I was almost. We were almost right. It was like it was Earth Temple, Ancient Cistern, Fire Sanctuary. So very close.
I already saw the Fire Sanctuary, so that was cheating.
I saw it just before.
I actually didn't even pay attention to the dungeons that much, so yeah.
Alright, so Linear Pillar. Interesting.
Oh boy.
For the record, yeah, okay, sorry, go ahead.
So, Linear Pillar is always an interesting start, because it screams for one of three things. It screams for early bombs, early claw shots, or early second tablet.
Yeah, and it's, or just early bottleneck, that's another thing as well. Someone mentioning in the chat, where do you find hints in Skyward Sword Rando? Skyward Sword Rando's hints work in very much the same way as Ocarina of Times, where there are hint stones littered throughout the game and Ruby Tablet, and Harp as well.
Early second tablet.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, early Ruby Tablet. So anyway, but yeah, now there's like hint stones throughout the game, and yeah, it's just like, and the hint system is very, very similar to, I guess, Ocarina of Time, if you are familiar with that. It's Way of the Hero hints, or in this case we call them Spirit of the Sword, as to not completely rip off Ocarina of Time. We have item hints, Baron hints, and a bunch of others that I can't be bothered to name offhand, but yeah, that's how the hints basically work. And I think that Jazzix will probably show a hint stone in Bamboo Island.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's take a look. This is gonna be hard, because these runners are skipping through the hints like extremely fast.
Very speed. Okay.
Sword of Beetle 50.
I couldn't. Yeah.
I don't know what the first one was.
I couldn't quite see it because all I saw were pixels.
Yeah.
For some reason.
It's gonna be extremely hard trying to get hints of this because the runners are skipping through these hints extremely fast.
Yeah.
And you have to be prepared for this. Also, Jasnix is gonna be the first runner to go into Elden here.
Okay, Butro Sots, I'd imagine it was about that. Yeah, people saying Butro, I'd imagine that, but since it was like, yeah, it was like that length. Someone in chat just asking Spirit of the Sword. I mean, it's been answered anyway, but I'm gonna speak about it in the restream because I can. Basically, Spirit of the Sword or Way of the Hero hints effectively act as, well, first of all, the game looks for required items, like items that if they're removed, the seed would be impossible to beat. And if there is a such item in a region, that region is Spirit of the Sword. So in this case, Butro has an item that, if left out, would be impossible to beat the seed. So all the runners know that Butro has an item that is at the very least logically required. Maybe not hard required. It could be like, okay, Elden, and yeah. Okay, so then on Yao's screen, Elden Volcano. So we know that Elden somewhere has a basically a logically required item, but it might not be hard required. It could be something like Mogomits, which are technically required for Fire Sanctuary, but can be surpassed with glitches.
We're seeing Fire Shield Earrings on Jim, by the way.
Yeah, Fire Shield Earrings as well, so that makes things interesting, because Fire Shield Earrings are Well, they're required, but they're also very useful for Summit, although I guess in this case... Yeah. More Elden, more Patrol. Okay, interesting.
Patrol again. Damn.
I'm wondering if... Yeah, I'm wondering if one of these runners will go bank for Skyloft 2 and try to rush Patrol. Okay. Yeah, dude, these sorts are like actually nuts. Fun fact though, Batro, that was like in like 5,000 seed simulations, Batro is consistently the most likely person in the game to like have required items.
Nero's wisdom on the chandelier.
Interesting sphere 0, so that might be if it's sphere 0 it has a I mean this is more just kind of speculation, but typically sphere 0 items leads to useful items more so than if it was like found somewhere like random, right? So I wonder.
I'm not so sure about that. I mean, maybe, but
in my experience, it's been more. In my experience, it's random at the end of the day. But in my experience, it's been like, I found that happens more often than it doesn't.
Jazek's already with 20 crystals by now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jim, go. How many crystals do you have? Like 10 crystals, I believe. So yeah, Jim wasting no time, just going straight to Patro.
Cave Ski.
Cave Ski. That is not hard required. Yet.
Yeah.
Might be, if Sand Sea's useful. The hash did mention Skipper.
Who knows?
Yeah. Okay, so... Assuming what is on Butro, Ragtag YAG might have an edge here by getting here first, but at the same time, Elden is useful, and, you know... I believe that, yeah, it's... These guys, or Masters of Camouflage, are the first runners to get to Elden, so yeah. Okay. Piece of Heart, not very required.
No.
Patro 10?
What else do we have?
Bow!
Which also is not really required.
I mean, maybe if it's like a bottleneck for a projectile, so there's a world where it's required. But maybe not. Well, yeah, Jazek's
you mean required as in, like, our seed earlier?
Oh yeah, in your seed you had like Slingshot be required. I think if I'm not getting some horrific seed bleed. God, I don't know. I've played and seen way too many seeds. They're all just blending together, and it's just painful. Okay, so yeah, with Jim again, straight to Beetle. Only have 60 rupees, so only really gonna afford one item. But you know, very useful to check the other two anyway, because you know knowledge is power in randomizers, as I have come to learn. But you know, definitely Yal rushing Elden. You know, I agree with both these teams' decision to go one Elden, one Skyloft. Although, I mean, Mario hasn't really been doing too much. He's just been kind of meandering around the sky. So he might. I mean, judging by his pathing, he might be going to Linnea, or might be getting this. Okay, sword on Beetle, very useful. Oh yeah, right. Already seen that. Okay, where was it? That was off 50, wasn't it? I think. Jim breaking his legs, essentially. And I do believe... I mean, did Mario already go to... No, Jazek went to Elden, yeah.
Mario talking to Uriel in here. I don't think he's got a bottle yet.
Alright, so... Jim going to
Jim
Linnea.
is the first one going to Linnea, I believe.
Yeah, only one chest he can get in Logic, but he can get a bunch of others out of Logic, and... Yeah. There aren't any Linnea dungeons, though, so... He might just be... So, there's no reason why you'd ever go to Linnea unless you're looking for checks, so he could be... He could just... I mean, if Linnea was barren, he is wasting time already, but we don't know that. And at this point, I honestly, you know... Yeah. Okay, so Yal getting 20. That means Patro 30 is in Logic, so... given the 2 slots, might be interesting to see if any player goes
getting hot butt.
Yeah. Might be interesting to see if any runner goes for 10 loose crystals, which is kind of a gamble, but given that Betrow is slots twice, it's not a horrible decision. At least right now. Nice talking. Oh, the fly text as well. But yeah, Mario is essentially following in Jim's footsteps. Gonna get the bow and potentially. Oh, is that how you set up Early Thunderhead? Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know how to set up Early Thunderhead in the neighbor. I should know how to do it, but I just don't know. I know you do a bunch of funky stuff, but I don't know.
Weird region to do Early Thunderhead in.
I mean, it's the only region they can do it in currently.
Yeah, that's true. No, they couldn't. No, never mind.
Not in Elden. They need to blow up the rock at the top, which they can't get to the top so far. Alright, so Mario want to getting the bow eventually. Jasnik's likely going to what's it called? The neighbor at this point. So unless he does other stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what else would you do now? I think if you don't want to do what your partner is doing right now, which is not really good idea.
Right.
You should probably be doing out of logic maneuver.
I think that here the only form of progression is Betrow 30, right? So I think that Gymnast might be looking for.
It could also be on Pivot Crystals, because.
True. Yeah. No, they did find Colin's ladder. Yeah.
They found Colin's ladder.
Yeah. So it's very much closed start, which is. I mean, a lot of people don't like closed seats.
I kind of have a slight deja vu. This kind of reminds me of my seat earlier.
Exact same seat. Virtually, yeah. No. Okay, so Jasnik's checking Academy. I think after we check Academy, then at that point it's just Academy or Betrow left for progression. So, yeah.
We see Jasnik's trading in Colin's ladder in here.
So I think if Jim finds crystals here, he might get rewarded, assuming that it's on.
Yeah, there is the sword on Bat 50. There's also crystals on Beetle, by the way, which I don't think we've seen yet. I don't think we've seen anything on Beetle yet, actually. Well, besides for the hinted sword. So I think with Mario being the first one to enter Beetle, there might also be something on Beetle.
Right, yeah. Because the entirety of Beetle is in logic, especially with bamboo cutting. Okay, crystals. So, cool. Jim finds crystals. Very good. Between Ragtag Yags, they have 25 total. It's quite hard. It gets quite hard to count. But yeah. TPs. Alright, so I think it does have to be on Betrow now. Jazzix has 20 crystals according to ZSR Tracker. Mario has 15, and same thing for Ragtag Yag. So I wonder if Jaznix is going to go for 10. He might be already. He might be heading in that direction. Actually, well, he does have a lot of money, so he might go there first, and maybe Yal as well. It's hard to tell where he's going right now. Okay, Jazzix is doing Paros crystals. Not crystals, the other one. Okay, Jazzix, gift. Jazzix having, you know. He got that. Yeah.
Jaznix is going to Betrow.
Oh yeah, no.
Why is Jaznix going to Betrow with not 30 crystals?
No. Does he have bow? He doesn't have bow. He's getting at bow.
Yeah, but why does he want a bow?
Oh, he might.
He's checking Beetle.
Crystals.
He's got the he's got the money to check Beetle.
Yeah.
He's got the money to go to Beetle. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, he has money to get Beetle and thus get the crystals for Bat 30 as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So meanwhile, yeah, Runner's definitely doing very similar things right now. So yeah, I believe that Masters of Camouflage will have the edge here in terms of the bottleneck, because I'm pretty sure the bottleneck has to be at Patrol 30 at this point, or Beetle. But they do seem to be the first people to get that far. So I wonder. I mean, if Jim finds something out of logic in Lanayru, then that does put a little bit more of an edge on Ragtag YAG. So, race isn't decided. We're only like 15 minutes in.
I mean, Jim has to find something really good though, like
Emerald Tablet, all that, yeah.
Or bomb.
Just a piece of heart. It's worth it though, because sometimes, I mean, I feel like that not doing something out of logic can sometimes just be slower than. I mean, it's like I think that staying in logic is very safe, but I think it's worth going outside of logic. Sometimes, especially given that
it's a risk, but sometimes you got to take those risks.
I mean, like games have literally been won because people have gone out of logic. Early Thunderhead. Like, that's probably the most notable case of people going out of logic and winning. Like, I have lost races because I didn't do Early Thunderhead and other people have done. And I just want to talk about Early Thunderhead just for a second, because it used to be like a whole, like, Jazzix level play, but now it's like the meta, basically. Like, you're dumb for not doing Early Thunderhead. Okay, nothing on 100-2. I think that Yal is just going straight for... He's going straight for the 10.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I guess in this case, it's like there isn't really. I don't know. It's kind of hard because it's like.
What do we got on the 300 item?
Crystals.
Jazzix actually electing to get the sword though instead of the crystals.
Huh.
Interesting. Wouldn't it be better to get the crystals now?
Yeah, it would.
You kind of know that you're bottlenecked by Betrow.
Bat 40 is in logic now. Yeah, Bat 40 is in logic. Yeah. Oh, he already has 30 crystals, so he doesn't. I guess the sword makes sense.
Oh, he does have 30 already. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind what I said.
He got the. I think there was skull crystals on 100-1. So. Yep. I think going for 35 and getting loose crystals to 40 is not a bad idea, especially because of the double slots, I think.
I mean, it could also be that Bat 30 his crystals as well.
Right, yeah.
Not the first time we've seen that.
We don't have the tracker. Okay, we do have the tracker, but it like takes up a lot of the screen, so we don't look at the trackers on the commentary page a lot. So we have to like actually open it ourselves. It's kind of dumb.
Another key piece?
That is not Spirit of the Sword. Not by itself. It is required, but key pieces are the only logically required item that aren't inherently Spirit of the Sword. Although, if an item leads to something like a key piece, then it is hinted Spirit of the Sword, which might be weird, but it's quite hard to wonder if it's only into key piece.
Another sword.
Thunderhead, anyone?
This doesn't open anything though.
It doesn't though. So maybe Jazzic's getting. He doesn't have the money though. That's the thing.
Then is our progression on Bat 40?
I feel like it has to be now.
Like, what else are we missing?
What's it? Yala? Is Yala at 30? Yala's at 25 at the very least.
We've already seen the ladder trade in Zeldex.
I think that Jazzix is going to sell stuff, I believe. I mean, he could go for 10 right now, but at that point, it's just,
Jim is going to Thunderhead.
Yep.
I think the first one to go to Thunderhead.
Yeah, and what sword? He has long sword, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay. So interesting if anything's on Din's power. Scale on bat 50.
50 is water scale.
Academy swords.
Night Academy swords.
That is Ruby Tablet. Unless Ballad is in Elden, in that case, that's just kind of not. So there's a world where Ruby Tablet is not the swords. Although, what else did we get? I don't think we got anything else from Academy. So interesting. Runners might want to. Oh, that's correct, Senra. Yeah, Ruby Tablet was directly into, so it can't. Okay, so Ruby Tablet can't be. That's true. Yeah, this is a patrol loaded seed if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Requiring 5 loose crystals though. Actually, I think it requires 10 loose crystals. No,
Okay,
I think everyone got some out of logic crystals here.
I think so. At this point, I'd imagine, yeah. Okay, Marijuana doing Rattle. Not out of logic, but yeah, because I can't remember where Rattle was, but I think it was in logic.
Yeah, at this point it kind of has to be Senra.
Yeah. Spiral charge.
Oh boy, Mario's going on a hot ride in here.
Where was Rattle? I can't remember. Someone in chat, please remind me where Rattle was.
Top of LMF.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, that's out of logic. That is out of logic. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Mario's going on a hot out of logic ride in here. Who knows if it'll be worth it or not?
I mean, this race has just turned into who can get to bat 40 the quickest at this point.
Yeah. We
Right
make
now-
logic just to ignore it. Exactly, Zelda.
I mean, right now it looks like. I mean, right now it's kind of like. Right now it looks like I think Yao. Yao's team is probably like. I mean, he's at 35 already, so he needs like 5 more loose crystals, and he's there. And yeah, I think definitely choosing to get the
A beetle!
beetle. This is like.
This is out of logic, though.
This hurts my brain. But yeah.
Does Betro have... Okay, Yal is now at 40
crystals? So he can now do bat 40. Okay, so... Gus blows. What is this? What is this team? It's gotta be like claw shots or bombs on bat 40 at this point. It has to be. There's no way it could be anything else because that puts like that puts like a little bit more in logic at that point.
How about Emerald Tablet?
Emerald Tablet. That's just gonna be more of a headache because that doesn't put Rattle in logic.
Jazix is now getting loose money. Oh boy.
He's already at like 96, so he's basically there. How many does he have right now? Okay, bat 40.
He's getting loose.
No, was that bat 40? Really?
Yeah, Jazix is getting loose.
No, that was bat 30. Yeah, bomb bag. There we go. Okay.
Bombs. Okay, there we go.
So thank God the headache is resolved. So now, Spiral Charge Rocks are in logic, although Mario Runner does not know that because, you know, the other team has found it, not his. Beatles, oh my God.
Oh God, this is...
These are in logic now, though, that's the thing. These are now in logic. Ding. Alka just... Dear God, yeah. Yal getting sword,
Yeah, the
longsword,
rattle
yeah.
chain. What did Mario just get? I didn't see it.
Horn Colossus Beetle.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh goodness gracious!
It is in logic at the moment, I think, for this team especially, because there's bat 40s in logic, which is a bomb bag.
Imagine you get Rattle to trade it in for Spiral Charge, which gives you Horned Colossus Beetle. Alright, Jazix is now at 40 crystals.
Yao already got... Yeah, Yao has 40. He had... that was bomb bag.
Which team got the scale hand? I think that was Yao and Jim, right?
Yeah. I can't remember where... Oh, that was...
Jim on Thunderhead, I believe, right?
Yeah, Thunderhead, yeah. Alright, so Jim is heading to Elden. I don't know... What can he do in Elden? Same thing with Mario Runner. What can they even do? They don't have mitts or...
Elden. I don't know, go out of logic? They
Oh,
got
right.
RBM?
Crystal packs, of course, yeah. Alright.
Oh,
Because, yeah, Jim only has like 30. Alright, yeah.
man.
So,
this is
okay,
a-
so Yao's getting earrings. Very good decision. So, is Jazzix at 40? I think he is. Jazzix at 40.
Jazzix is
Okay, so he's going to have
40
bomb mag
now.
soon. Okay, so, right now, I'd say that Ragtag YAG has a very small lead, but it's only about by a few minutes, because, again, Jazzix also has the bomb bag right now, and if he books it to Lineru, then might be a little bit more even.
I'm a little surprised that we haven't seen Yala go to Lanabri yet with his bombs. Okay, he's going now. He basically just, or is he going to Elden with his earrings? Could
If I were
Elden
Yal, I
be
would go
the-
to Lineru, probably.
Well, this looks like Elden.
Elden, yeah.
It's also a decision. Elden nets you a lot of cubes.
Okay, Elden was sots though. That's the thing. It was sots. So this is actually.
Well, you can't get a lot of stuff in Elden in itself, though. With bombs.
There's one check, but that one check
You can
has a
get one
decent chance
check,
of having
yeah.
stuff.
What
Decent
you
level.
can do, however, is you can get a lot of cubes in Elden.
True. The cube might make it worth it. Yeah. So how many crystals were sots?
Don't ask me. Yes.
Because yes.
Yes.
Because at this point, it's like what? I mean, some. There were some crystals out of logic, but I didn't keep track of how many there were. I think there was only one out of logic. No, there was some at Thunderhead. I think I can't remember. I don't know. If I was running the seed, I'd have a better, more keen eye to where things were. But I just can't remember because I didn't write it down. Yeah, Mine's crystals were out of logic. I know that, but were there any other crystals?
Well, they're not out of logic anymore.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, no circles when instead. God damn it, Yal. You had one job.
Alright, what does Yell get in here?
Ouch. Okay.
That's useless.
That is definitely useless. He might go to Summit or just go straight to saving. What could he be doing? Oh, Earth Temple. That exists.
Yeah.
That makes
Earth Temple is
that
a
makes
thing that exists. Yes.
That makes a play of Elden
true.
make so much more sense.
Yeah. I
So,
kind of
yeah.
forgot about the existence of Earth Temple.
I mean, it isn't in logic, so it's kind of hard to like remember, especially when. I mean, you look at the tracker, you see the 0 out of 10, so you're like, yeah, I can't do it mentally, but then you can, because closed Earth Temple is dumb, but But yeah, I'll go straight to it, which I like because it's prioritizing progression, and I like that at that point. Although he's doing dig spot RBM, which is actually not bad considering that Elden was double salts.
On RBM, let's go. What do we
Makes sense,
get?
yeah.
What do we get?
4 shots probably. Yep. How did I guess that?
Was there a hint for that?
No,
That I missed?
no, I just plucked it out of existence because I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm a psychic apparently.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Alright. Someone summon raid.
He's asleep.
Fair.
Okay, Jim getting bomb bag.
bag.
Maybe we'll see Jim heading to the Navy, I'd imagine. Raid rolling it is great, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Raid was eliminated just a few hours ago. Okay, we know Jubito is dead, and say Elden Trial is something. I can't read the hint over the 3 pixels.
That was a junk. One of
Yeah.
them was a junk in.
I really want to try and read the junk in, but as a player, you want to get rid of the junk as quick as possible, so you never actually read it.
Yeah, as soon as I I don't even care. But like, I see the black color and I don't even bother to read it
Yeah.
because it's in.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to read anyways.
Yeah.
So like, why should I bother?
Yeah. But yeah, the claw shots are not in logic. They were achieved by doing the dig spot RBM, which is definitely a glitch. And yeah, mitts locked as well. The claw shots are required for Fire Sanctuary, or at the very least logically required. Probably hard required actually, if the boss key placement's in like staircase. But either way, very nice item to have on hand. So, alright. Mario turning in the Horn Colossus Beetle.
What is Yal doing? I'm not so sure he knows himself.
Barrett.
But he didn't talk to.
Oh no, he's doing this thing. I've never seen this. I never even considered to do this. Okay, slingshot found where Jim is.
Oh, and that's a cube. Don't ask me which one. I wish I knew.
Was that in the cage?
No, that was behind the bombable rocks.
Oh, that's the mine entrance then. That's like the one cube in mines.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll try and hit this out of logic.
That's sad.
Looks to be semi-precise.
Yeah, y'all having some troubles with this cube.
Yeah, very precise, yeah. Okay, one more thing to practice.
I'm not so sure that's a good thing to practice, considering it's really... I mean, if you have claw shots, then yes. I mean, first of all, you need claw shots for this, and then you also need, like...
Yeah, just gave up, yeah.
Okay, y'all just gives up. Because it doesn't even pay off immediately, so you still have to get the cube later off.
That's true, actually, yeah. And like the situation's so niche because you need claw shots and not mitts.
Yeah.
So it's very rarely ever practical. Mario buying hash browns. Very tasty.
Alright, so we got y'all probably going to Summit in here now, I would assume.
Yeah, probably Summit then Earth Temple, I'd imagine, just in case you find something like
Also
mitts.
still needs to get the Sandslide Cube.
Right. Okay, Rattle obtained by Jaznix. Jaznix has the bomb bag, yeah, so there's that.
Have we... What was on the other Spiral Charge Rock, by the way?
Bellows.
Oh god. Do we know what's the Beetles? What's on Beetle's Beetle?
He's dead. It is dead.
Damn.
And there was a hint for that. Rare trash,
Red
okay.
trash. Let's go.
Alright, claw shots as well obtained by Jim. I assume that was dig spot RB.
Yeah,
how'd you get that
the
there?
REM.
He literally got it in like the middle of the...
Yeah, that was the same thing as like yesterday, I believe.
Whip.
Because
Interesting.
the statue, because East Volcano statue does not auto commit. So you.
I would like to point out that Whip being
Whip in
there.
Summit. Oh boy.
Yeah. I'd like to point out that Whip being there forwards my theory of Sphere Zero items being more useful than non-Sphere Zero items. Because Summit, or Earrings, was a Sphere Zero item, and thus had a useful item locked behind it. Coincidence? I think not. I rest my case. On this one
scene.
scene.
My brain hurts so far.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure stuff out, but...
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, this is... Yeah. I would say they're pretty far ahead, given the fact that... I feel like it's... I mean, I feel like Jazzix's decision to go to... okay, thank you, CJ, for saying that that's a fact. Okay, Central Sky of Sots and Monument of Time.
What was Monument of Time?
Dead.
Dead?
Pretty sure.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
That's Cube at Monument of Time.
Yeah, that is a cube as well, not I mean, that's the only thing there is at Monument of Time. Yeah, I think that Jazzix's play to go here, I think it was mathematically correct, but doesn't acknowledge the fact that Spirit of the Sword. It's more just a mathematical play rather than a Spirit of the Sword play.
That is
he might
not...
find Mitts here.
What was that, Mario? That is not where... whatever that was interesting.
He might find Mitts here, and that might change the
Back
dynamic a
for
little bit.
Mario.
Yeah. So I think that Jazzix's methoding here isn't all that bad to like delay Elden until he finds Mitts. Especially if he does find Mitts. If he finds Mitts, then they'll definitely pay off. But otherwise Ragtag YAG is definitely in the lead right now.
Thank you, Alka.
Okay, all these crystals were sots, so that's a lovely headache that these runners have to deal with. You're welcome, guys. From the guy who rolled the seed. Jim getting the whip.
Oh god, that just sounds terrible.
Okay, so I'd imagine that if I was Ragtag YAG, I'd send one into Earth Temple and
Why
the
is
other.
Jim directly behind y'all now?
I don't even
I
know.
guess Jim really wanted that whip?
Don't
know why though?
He's probably gonna go into Earth Temple whilst the other one goes into Lanayru. That's probably what's happening. I'd imagine. He's going in that direction.
Why he really wanted that whip right now, though? It's not like that whip is useful in Earth Temple or anything.
It's useful overall. It's a required item, so he had to get it eventually.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. It's just normally something.
Maybe you could pathing could be better. I could imagine.
Because I think at that point Jarl was still in Summit.
Yeah. Either way, yeah, it's looking like
because it was like technically there could still be something else that he might need in Summit.
Yeah. Either way, it's looking like yeah, Jim. Oh no, Jim's heading to Sky.
No,
interesting.
Jim is leaving. Jarl is also leaving.
Interesting to see what they're doing right now because they are like right behind. I think they are both literally right behind each other and doing the exact same things.
Yeah. What are Jarl and Jim doing? They are like right behind each other and.
I'm not gonna question. I'll just see. ET is far in logic. That's true, but it is a required. It's a required dungeon. So.
Where are we going right now, though? I guess we're getting the Elden Cubes. Because we.
Yeah, potentially.
Because we're still missing progression.
Yeah, that's true.
We're once again bottlenecked.
This is such a me seed because I love me some bottleneck seeds.
I hate bottlenecks.
I only like them because they reward execution over routing, which is totally my skill set. But it doesn't matter how much I work on my routing, I will always be an execution-based player. I cannot escape it. The years of vanilla has taken a toll on me and
money
ingrained some sort of
money for
execution in myself. Yeah, more money, cool.
Where were the early crystal packs? Everywhere.
All over the place. We don't know. Yeah, Alga has the answer. The two in Elden could be they were sots, right? The two in Elden. Oh yeah, and someone points out in the chat the game over music for this is actually pretty cool.
I didn't even have any music on until right now. So
I have it on Yao, which is not what the restream has it on. Just random. Okay, Mongoturf Fire Maze is dead. And yeah, amongst the pirates, okay.
Jazznik's going... Is Jazznik's going to Temple of... Time?
I believe so.
Or is he just getting the Oasis Cube?
Probably the Oasis Cube. Maybe, I think Monument of Time was already hinted on this team, although I might be wrong.
I mean, he might be getting the Hintstone as well. Because, you know, hints are power, as they say.
But yeah, Yao following the claw shots, not necessarily the logic. Although I think at this point, the only logical place
is intending to go to Temple of Time to get the hint stone.
That's true. Yeah, you do kind of need heal or slingshot. Someone did get slingshot at one point. Emerald tablet on Yao's side. So what do they even need to beat the game? They have like most things. Anyway.
Oh no, he just wanted the statue. I guess he really just wanted the Oasis cube and be done with it.
More rapid logic. Yeah, where's the mitts? Yeah, mitts is the bottleneck. I mean,
Mitts?
where else could it be though?
Wait, what mitts? Where? What did
We don't
I-
know. We don't know. That's what we're talking about. Oh, I thought that harp was on like a chest, but seed bleed again. I need to just take like a week break from this game. I have so much seed bleed in my brain right now.
Well, if you get into playoffs, well, you might not even have a week. Actually, you'll have more than a week.
I did say that for most of next week I won't be able to play anyway because I'm out of the country, so there's that. So I don't know, maybe the universe is forced a break upon me anyway. Anyway, there's the mitts.
There is mitts.
So yeah, but now everything's in logic, including Emerald Tablet. And I'd be yeah.
And we got Yao going to Sen. Well, Lanayru Caves at the very least.
He's a very going to Lanayru Caves, yeah.
Which is on the way to Sansi.
I mean, I don't know why he would, Yeah, I mean, it might kill him again. We'll see. Yeah, someone else in chat, the mitts are progressive, so the first one you get is the ding mitts, the second is the bog mitts. Doesn't matter what order you get them in, but, yeah. So, okay, so what do we need to get going with? We need... I think it's just... Scale, a bottle, and... Swords and harp, I think at this point. If I'm not mistaken. Mario Runner entering... Okay, Elden again. Cistern! Okay, interesting.
Cistern, swords, and...
What could Cistern... Okay, Cistern could be a lot of things, though. It could be harp, but it could be, like, beetle... A bottle, dare I say, or, yeah. Oh, true, okay. So, okay, interesting. Yeah, so... how many crystals have they picked up? Okay, so I'm fairly certain that 50's in logic, unless Yal has already picked up these crystals, in that case it wouldn't be. But yeah. Putting shot on Jazzix's end. But yeah, already a time save here, Yao, because he had claw shots, he's able to get this much more efficiently. I'd imagine Jazzix is going to go to Elden at some point. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't. It's very, very check dense, and it's, at the very least, Spirit of the Sword, maybe resolved, but maybe not. We don't know. The seed is hard anyway. Yeah, maybe a baby seed, or maybe not.
I'm just extremely confused by everything now.
It's gonna resolve itself at one point, and we're just gonna be like,
This seed
oh!
has killed me. This seed has killed me.
I'm only just understanding this. Somehow. I feel like as a viewer, it's harder to understand seeds than if you're a player. If you're a player, you probably understand it more because you're probably focusing on much more details. And you're not trying to keep track of 2 games at once.
4.
Oh yeah, 4. I mean, 2 teams, but you know. Yeah, of course, players have a tracker that's more in depth of just items that tells them other stuff. Unless you're Mario. Mario does not have a tracker, so I don't know how he's faring with this.
Yeah, I also don't really use my tracker.
I don't know how you play without a tracker. I forget things with a tracker. So I don't know how you do it without one. I don't think that Ragtag YAG know that this is in logic. I don't think none of them have mitts. So we know it's in logic, but they don't.
I'm more and more playing with auto tracker as well. Like, I'm mostly just marking items on my tracker, but if I do that at all, but even that I forget a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, like boss key on bomb bag.
Bomba.
Bomba. Yeah, so Jazz, someone mentioned in chat Jazz is getting 50 crystals, so very good. I mean, if I had to play this game just randomly, casually, I wouldn't need a tracker, but for competitive purposes, I would not dare playing this without a tracker.
That's actually really interesting. I would guess that, especially for like casual purposes, you would need a tracker, and for like competitive purposes, you know where everything is, so you don't need a tracker.
I mean, it's more so that, like, if I forget something casually, it doesn't matter too much, because there's no time save, or no time loss, because it's a casual, it doesn't matter. But for competitive, I don't want to risk it. Oh, I'm literally the opposite. The more competitive I get, the more tracker I get.
Yeah, I'm with Alka on this one. The more competitive I get, the less I need a tracker, because I know what checks there are, what checks I got, etc.
I mean, I would like to think that I know this game inside and out, but I still need a tracker. And
I
with good reason.
actually find it harder to use a tracker, because I need to operate the tracker, which costs time.
I mean, I feel like at this point I've just got really skilled at just doing the tracker and playing the game. So there's, I don't know. I mean, maybe using a tracker is the reason why I keep forgetting things, because my attention is divided, maybe.
I mean, the problem is also I suck at doing everything else. I'm playing the game on the side. I also suck at writing hints down, because I'm not fast at that.
Yeah. System, I believe, is now in logic for... It is in logic for Jadix, yeah.
We get...
Well, actually, yes, it is.
Now getting bomb back? No.
No, he's getting scale. Yeah, he had 50 as well. Alright, give me a sec. I'll need to refill some water because hydration is important.
Hydration, very important. A soft part. Alright. Jasnik's now getting the hint and the cube that Jarl had many troubles with. What do we got? False Wall, Fire Sanctuary is dead, and Lanever Trial is dead. Alright. Oh, Magma Mids. Actual mids locked mids. Damn. Alright, and what do we got in the key spot behind here? We got a heart piece. Alright. Also, Jasnik's soon gonna be finding out that the claw shots are on the dig spot RBM. And just to give you some, I haven't seen the entire conversation, but a minute before the race started, Jasnix wrote in the race time room, packed to do dig spot RBM, Kappa. So Jarl actually held that promise. Nobody else has agreed to that promise though, so I guess they didn't come through with it. So Jarl actually held the promise though, and got rewarded for it. Whereas Jasnix, who proposed it, didn't actually get it. I mean, yeah. I mean, Jim probably did it after Jarl did it, because Yal told him, hey, there's claw shots here. Go do it.
Alright, back.
Yeah, Masters of Camouflage not respecting the dig spot RBM as Jasnix has proposed. Kinda killed them. Jasnix now getting his claw shots. KitKat dying? I don't think KitKat is dying.
No, I'm not dead. Well, maybe. That's up for debate. I might be at the end of this seed, let's be real.
Alright, what do we got on the last dig spot? We found Magma Mids, by the way.
Where?
Yo, ZSR2, thank you for the raid, guys. Welcome to the Skyward Sword Randomizer co-op tourney, which is quite a mouthful. We do agree with that. Yeah. We currently have the top match going on here. We've got the top 2 placed teams currently in the group stage going on, fighting for that sweet first spot.
Yeah, they're both definitely in the playoffs. It's just a matter of who the winner of this will be first seed and the loser will be second seed. So it's just fighting for first seed at this point. But yeah, no, definitely an interesting seed so far with bleh, excuse my burp. But yeah, no, definitely interesting seed with Bottleneck quite early on with Betro, and yeah, now everything's like half of the seed is out of logic and it's burning everyone's brain, but you know, it's always
Huh?
quite interesting.
Jim doing... Is Jim going for Temple of Time Hindstone?
Probably.
Okay, interesting.
Nice timing as well. Yeah, you can do this with a slingshot. I learnt this, and comparing it to another slingshot shot in Skyview, it's a little bit harder, a little bit more precise, but it's not like stupidly precise. I normally get off like 5 shots maximum. Okay, Jim is using a slightly different setup here. It does have 10, 9, 8 seeds. Now 7.
7?
We're counting down, guys.
6?
5, 4,
4?
3. 3. He hit on 3.
Alright, that took a lot of slingshot seeds, but he got
Yeah.
it.
There is a setup for that, which is like I feel like it's more consistent than that, or I don't know. Jim might be practiced at doing that. But yeah, okay, Central Scarf, and we already know exactly
And
what chance it is.
Monument, Goddess Cube, Monument to Time, reveals
Alright.
anti-bottle.
Alright, so Mario Runner beating Scaldera, the giant meatball. So that's
Mario
cool.
being the first one to beat a dungeon, though. Also, new Hindstone. Beetle 300.
Sword and Skydive chest.
Skipper Skydive chest. Oh boy.
I mean, I've practiced it. Must be a me thing, though. I mean, I'll practice anything.
That is indeed a big hint.
That is very useful, because if the teams are 1 sword away from go mode, they know where that final sword is. I think that a sword being there might be interesting as well, because it might make Jim and Yao a bit more eager to go to Sansi, given that they know that there's a sword there, so they might have to go there anyway. So yeah, interesting.
Bottleneck. Really?
Nice. Okay, so there's a sword at the end of Earth Temple.
Oh damn, that means we want to know where all swords are.
Okay, so yeah, the sword in Earth Temple might make... Well, okay, Jim going to Sansi anyway, so... Ooh, this might be very spicy for for a Ragtag YAG. Because if they find nothing in Santy, they're probably gonna kick themselves when they find out where the other sword is, which is at the end of Earth Temple. But yeah, I think that in that sense, definitely pays off for Masters of Camouflage to go out of logic and prioritize progression, because, you know.
Where are they going right now? That's a big question.
If Santi has something like has Heatle, then that puts things way further into Ragtag YAG's favor. So it really just depends how useful Santi is. If it's nothing, then I'd say there's a bit more of a edge for Master of Camouflage. If it has everything, then Ragtag YAG.
Y'all goes to Lake Florian here. Let's take a look. Where even was Emerald Tablet? I'm
somewhere out of logic. Zelda's closet.
Zelda's. That's not out of logic.
Okay, it was when it was first got. Sansi is sops. Okay.
Fancy thoughts. Oh boy.
What could even? Okay, Heatle could be there or Mitts. That's really
No,
it.
not Mitts. We got Mitts. Mitts are resolved.
Well, oh right, we found the other one, didn't we? Yeah, we found two Mitts.
Harp.
So,
Harp could
I guess-
be here.
yeah, either like Harp or I think Harp or Heatle is the only thing that can be sots in either Ancient System or.
Or it's something
Yes.
that gaslights us and leads to a key piece.
Yeah. Okay, so ended up being that Jim's decision to go to Santi actually was a really good one.
We
unversed
don't
him
know
at the
that yet.
time.
It's still. I'm saying it again because it could be because that hint could be gaslighting us and lead to a key piece.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. There is the opportunity of it being something like, I don't know, some like
Also,
random.
we got Yal and Cistern, which is also sots.
Yeah. So both members of Ragtag YAG in sots locations. So very convenient how they're where they are right now. I need to keep remembering that this is a thing that I should do. What Yal is doing right here, because I keep jumping down and just swimming and doing it normally. Mario want to get in the whip. The first no, Jazz's already got the whip. I'm wondering. Okay, does Mario Runner have a bottle? No, he doesn't. Blessed idol behind this
Bossy.
waterfall. Alright, chest on. Jim, just an adventure pouch.
And I'm paying attention here to Yal, what Yal's doing here, and Cistern.
Oh damn, that could have been a sync cube at the bottom there, but Mario missed the cube. Estimate Mario. You had one job?
Alright, good thing Yal does have a bow. So he can actually get this thing here. Because I tend to forget that you need a bow or a beetle in here to get this check.
Yeah. Yal does have bow, so it's not a huge issue.
Yeah, you just sometimes you just tend to forget that there is an additional requirement for this.
Yeah, it's like how everyone always tends to forget that there's an additional requirement for LMF being beetle or bow.
That's the map. You could
This is
have
also
saved
the-
that yourself. Could have
Fun
saved
fact as well,
doing that.
yeah. Fun fact, this is the only okay, minus the hard container in the end. This is the only check in a system that hard is required the whip. All the other checks you can do without the whip. Logically.
Alright.
Not logically, I
Jim,
mean with
checking
glitches.
the next chest. What's this?
Nothing.
Useless. That's a red treasure. Alright, y'all now doing Cistern Clip. An NTSCU 1.0 exclusive trick, which is what Rendo is based off on.
We don't know for I mean, there's still... Actually, yeah, Stronghold might have either Harp or something else. Because, yeah, we know Shaq is dead, and we know Skydive is a sword. There's the harp.
The harp.
Interesting.
The harp
So,
and cistern.
so Yao the Ragtag YAG might be in go mode if the boss key placement in Fire Sanctuary is good.
Yeah.
They might be in go
Or
mode
if
already.
Jim finds Hook Beetle here now, then they're definitely in go mode.
Yeah.
Jim finds Hook Beetle and Sansi.
What would I do in this case? I would. Yeah, Jim doesn't even know. If I were Jim, what could Jim do? Can Jim enter?
No, I would. If I was Jim, I would continue doing Sansi. There's like no reason to go out of Sansi now if you could get Hook Beetle in here.
I mean, I would first of all see if there was actual boss key in Fire Sanctuary, or if the Fire Sanctuary boss key was in a good place.
You still have a lot of time for that. Like, it doesn't make much sense to leave Sansi now, just to risk potentially having a not. No, you definitely continue this for now. You don't risk this now.
I mean, okay.
If Yal... No, I mean, Yal is currently busy doing AC, so you continue doing Sansi.
I mean, okay, Jim doesn't have a bottle, but if Jim had a bottle, I would go to Fire Sanctuary, I would see where the boss key is. If I don't find the boss key, I would head back to Sansi, because then I would know that there's a useful thing in Sansi, right? So, I would be...
This just sounds super risky and just screams for the... This just screams for the boss key to be...
It's not even risky, because Fire Sanctuary is required to go there anyway. And it would pay off a ton if the boss key was in a decent place as well, because then you would skip Stronghold. And if it doesn't pay off, you just head back to Stronghold and you get it normally, with the knowledge that it is actually required.
No, I'm not a fan of this. I would definitely play this out. I would definitely play this out and see if there's Hook Beetle.
In co-op, I think this is a better decision, especially given the fact that Jim doesn't have bottle. So, I think in this Jim situation, I would probably do. But if this was solos, I would be all up in Fire Sanctuary right now. Yeah, thank you, Alka. You agree with me. Someone agrees with me. Thank you. Yeah, co-op, this makes sense though, because you know.
All right, let's take a look.
Nothing.
Nope, that's Revor.
I think all it can be at this point is basically Heasel. I don't think it can be anything else.
But
I mean, yeah.
I will repeat myself again, because you tend to forget that. It can also be something that just gaslights us to like a key piece.
I mean, what can gaslight us at this point? Maybe a song that has a key piece, that's a possibility. But other than that, that's like, I mean, the chance of that happening is fairly small. I think it's more like it's Hook Beetle.
What else do we still have? We still have... I think we got all the free trade items, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Got all of them.
Hash browns! That's the sods, clearly. No. Shouts to the sods being on the last item as well.
Always.
Last check, I mean.
Always.
Oh, okay, no. What the, Beetle is on the shack. What? Who said it was Baron? What?
I didn't say that.
Someone in chat said it was Baron. Although, okay, either way, that can't be the sots actually, because yeah.
But why did Jim skip it then?
He doesn't have bellows.
Okay, that makes sense.
But what is what are the sots? What's the sots now?
We already have seen bellows, right?
Where? I have no idea.
Fire Dragon song?
Sots.
Okay,
Mario.
Alright, this is gotta be leading to a key piece.
That is gonna be leading to a key piece.
This is gotta be leading to a key piece.
Oh wow. Hilarious. Yeah.
Yal doesn't have Gust Bellows either yet, does he?
No, it's just Mario Runner. So just Master of Camouflage.
So they are not in go mode.
No, they might be. No, hold up. No, they could still be in go mode, assuming it's a good thing in Fire Sanctuary. Good boss key placement. They could be, yeah.
Yeah, this is where you need to. Yeah,
Although
now
where's
you know to find
Jim is
it.
going to somewhere. Where
If
that
you-
is? Oh,
You
shipyard
have
maybe.
a bottle, that is.
He's probably going to shipyard, yeah. At this point, I would just. I mean, okay, Yao is rushing Fire Sanctuary at this
Jim's
point, so.
getting the hint. Alright, fair. I'm not sure if you really need that hint right now.
Well, okay, it depends.
Okay, well, no, never mind. You do want to get that hint for Gust Bellows. Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. They don't know where Gust Bellows are. They
I
definitely
mean, okay, where were Gus Bellows?
never mind
actually?
what I'm saying. I'm just...
Oh, Gus Bellows were in Spiral Charge. They were.
Right! You said that! You said
I did say
to
that.
me.
I did literally tell you, and I remembered. Okay. Yes.
Thank
Ah. Okay, so if Sky starts, that might point them in the direction.
It's behind the insane rattle chain.
Yeah. Okay, Mario's getting baited into Sansi, although he does have Bellows, so this isn't a horrific play on his part. It's better than Jim, because Jim
Yeah.
didn't have Bellows. That.
Alright. Now it's gonna be interesting what Jim gets and what kind of hint Jim gets in here.
Right.
Probably like Skyloft Trialgate on Skyloft reveals key piece.
Yeah, you might see a Skyloft hint somewhere.
Cause that's basically
Wouldn't surprise me.
Skyloft Trialgate has to be a key piece.
Baron is Din's power. Blade of White is dead. Okay, so nothing useful. Who's in the lead here at this point? I think it depends. Okay, here we go. Living Kikui's dead, and yes, Skyloft is key piece. Okay, so that Song
Wow.
Hero was the.
Wow, who
thing.
would have thought? Who would have thought?
It's almost like we predicted it. Okay. If I were Jim, where would I go? Probably Earth Temple. I feel like. Although this,
Oh,
I mean,
geez, that is a wall of text.
or maybe I'd try and find the Bellows. Actually, maybe. He doesn't have Spiral Charge though. That's the thing. And neither does he. Yao doesn't have either. So if you had to turn in the rattle. Okay, yeah, deliver the wheel. I'd imagine the. Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't deliver the wheel. Dear God, so many Spirit of Swords.
Got it. Alright, Jim now has Magma Mids. Wait, no, he's got the original mids. He can't have Magma Mids yet.
Where were Mogmids? I stepped out when those were collected.
In the tower key piece.
Oh, right. That spider, I very rarely see anyone get away from that spider. That spider always seems to get someone, regardless of how fast they are.
I don't know, I never have trouble with that spider.
I mean, I don't, because I always kill it. Dude, like, pacifism and spider does not go well in the same sentence for me. It just doesn't exist. I see it, I kill it.
Yeah, that would make sense for Jim to do Earth Temple now.
At this point, I mean, it's out of logic, but at this point, I'd imagine. Well, Jurassic Scream was like the definition of horror right there. Yeah, I feel like it's
definitely has to rush the dungeons. He's like
yeah.
a dungeon behind y'all.
I mean, I would probably play like us in Go mode as well, because there is the possibility that they are in Go mode. Although, actually, no. What sword? Yao has long sword. Did Yao pick up a different sword? What swords? Oh no, Jim does have. No, Jim has TMS, not TMS, Master Sword. Okay. Is that on his tracker? I can't tell. No, on his tracker it's only white, not the full-on Master Sword. Oh yeah, well Earth was a sword anyway, so they are practically in Go mode as far as we know.
Yeah. I mean, swords are not the issue here.
Yeah.
The issue is the potential hook beetle.
Right. But no, I feel like Ragtag YAG have this right now. I think. I mean, okay. How close are Jazix and... do they need a bottle, or do they both have bottles? Mario Runner... Okay, they don't have bottle. I think... Okay, Jazix now has the harp. And the bugnet!
What?
I think now?
Where? Bugnet?
Earth Temple. Jim.
Temple. Okay.
So I think that... Okay, Beetle on Mario's end.
We knew
so-
that.
Yes, I think that they are also in Go mode, Master of Camouflage. I want to say... Well, no, they need a bottle. Unless they're going to be madmen and try and do bottleless Fire Sanctuary. Which is a thing you can do, but just because you can do it doesn't mean you should, because the RBM kind of sucks. Right, and the TMS for Mario Runner.
Where's the other beetle?
Yeah.
I
I can't remember where the other one was. It was in A.
Somewhere.
It was somewhere early on. Does Jazix have a beetle? I don't think he does. I'm surprised that they don't have that beetle as well.
Thunderhead. Alright.
Right. What's Yal doing? He's doing something.
Yala's doing...
He's doing a bunch of
Fire
RBMs.
Sanctuary. Well, RBM Sanctuary.
At this point, yeah. What's he doing? What's he doing?
Huh?
We'll have a look.
What's he
We'll see what
doing
he's doing.
now? Is he, like...
Oh, key smuggling, maybe.
He's... Okay, fair.
He doesn't have bellow, so I don't see why it can work. Although I'm not familiar with key smuggling, so I'm not. I don't know. Maybe.
Don't ask me.
Ask like 64, or I think CJ as well. Those two are pretty big on key smuggling route, as far as I know. Oh yeah, in Bitwarp on map, right? That makes sense. He doesn't have.
That's not a key
Documents.
smuggle.
That is not a key smuggle. He's going. He might be doing the first check.
Doing front half?
He's probably just doing the first check because I think that's all he can do right now. There's no
Yeah.
beetle.
I mean, okay. Sure.
I mean, think about it this way: if this is where the boss key is, it's unlucky, or it's very lucky. But if it's where the boss key is, he can just do the statue RBM and it's done, basically. So
Yeah.
high risk, high reward.
I mean, he already did some RBMs.
Okay.
Like, that's the map. He did some RBMs already, so... There's no need... He hasn't done statue RBM though, I believe.
No, he's done some. I don't really pay attention to what he's been doing, but yeah. Is it faster to
He's
do
done
this?
a... let me think, which RBM is that? That's... I
He did
think
the-
RBM for the shortcut. Because I've seen him do Bizarre Statue RBM, which I believe is for the shortcut? cut to the boss? Or it's the one for the boss key?
He defeated the map chest RBM. I don't know. I think he did do a statue RBM. I can't remember which one though. Yes, Bizarre and BK.
Yeah, I know that it's something related to the boss key. It's either like the actual thing for the boss key or the other thing.
Right. I mean, I'd be more
Like
inclined
the
to do it
shortcut
at the end of the dungeon after I've done staircase and the other stuff, just off the off chance that that's where boss key is and I would be able to skip doing all this, but I don't know. Okay. Jim finding the boss key. Yeah. I would say it's an O, personally, because it's round-ish, it's a square.
Stop making every boss key a ladder. Stop it.
I don't see how it's a D. Where's the stem?
It's not a D, it's not an E, it's not an O. Stop it, guys. I mean, the H is clearly recognizable. That's that, but everything else, no. Also, the LMF boss key is not an arrow. No.
LMF boss key is more like a backwards E than an arrow, if the hat. FS is a Q. We all agree with that.
It's not a Q.
It's a Q with a stem that's just a bit on the wonk.
Oh god.
It's a stem in the middle. It's a reverse E, if anything.
It's a key. Yes.
It's a key.
It's a key.
That's what I'm saying, it does have a Q. It's just at the bottom, not on like the side, as like people tend to write it. I mean, I don't know. I'm saying it looks like a Q to my eyes. Flo doesn't agree. It would be a G, but I think the tail whips around to the right instead of the left.
It's
Went
a
to the left,
key-shaped
it'd be a
key.
G.
What Nulla's saying. Exactly. What Nulla's saying. It's a key-shaped key.
Yeah, but the Q on the stem for the lowercase Q is off to the side, not in the middle. Nice. Anyway, back to this. I think Mario, I believe, is done with pirates. Yeah. With the entire time that we were just talking about.
Yes, both teammates have to finish in order to win, and it counts the finish time of the last teammate to win.
Yeah, it's your entire team must cross the finish line to win.
If we have a first person finishing from Team A, and then both of the runners from Team B finish after the first runner from Team A, but before the second runner from Team A, then Team B won.
We found the Q, so Ragtag YAG should be in Go mode, which means that Heatle is not required. This is why I say that they should have gone to Fire Sanctuary, because they would have been in Go mode and skipped Pirates.
I still don't. I mean, in hindsight,
I rest my case. My case is very well rested right now.
Okay,
it is the most rested case I've ever seen in my life.
No, you had a point there, because no, you don't have a point, because it still could have had gust bellows.
Well,
Sensi could still have had gust bellows.
In the Ragtag YAG's mind, yes.
Yeah, which makes their play fine. I mean, yes, in hindsight, it does. Of course, they would have needed to dip, but in their mind, it could have been like gust bellows.
Here's the thing, though: if they are wrong, they don't lose that much time because they would have probably done this anyway. So all they do is go back to Stronghold and then potentially find the Hook Beetle, and they lose virtually 0 time. And if they're right, they lose virtually 0 time. It's a way of guaranteeing that you don't lose that much time. My case is still well rested.
You're harmless and Sansi. Damn.
Okay, well, yes, you lose time by dipping, but the dipping, I don't think it loses that much time in like, the time loss in dipping is worth it with the time save of skipping half of Sansi. Yeah, well, Pirates is like, what, 5-6 minutes, so I think it's worth it with that potential time save.
Alright, anyways, enough discussion. Let's get back towards the race. Jaznix has finally made his way into Fire Sanctuary. And did not do any RBMs.
Yeah.
He's doesn't have a Hook Beetle, does he?
No, he does not. He doesn't even have a single beetle, so I guess he might be doing the same thing.
He also doesn't have Gust Bellows, so...
He's probably doing the same thing that, Ragtag YAG did, which is just get the, thing, was it?
Okay, fair. Just get like the first chest here? Alright, sure, why not? Might as well. Yeah, Jim's about to get his DMS here. Very nice.
Unless he is key smuggling, which he isn't given. He is not.
No, he's not.
Pouch! Yeah, I think that...
Jim will get TMS here and Yal will say Pog.
I don't think any of them...
Swords? Yal has only his white sword. He's missing the Sansi sword.
Yeah.
No, he's the long sword. Yal
Neither of them have, thingy on. What's thingy? Neither of them have voice chat, so I can't hear them say Pog. Very sad.
So I think... So, Yal does not have to get the Sansi sword anymore. And... He doesn't have the Beetle sword? Really? Okay. Okay, then he also will need to get that, so... Alright, so Yao now doing the Earth Temple RBM, and Jim is...
Getting scale for Agent System.
Scale, yeah. Yeah, scale kind of required to go into AC.
Yeah, Jim has a lot to do, including Ancient and Fire Sanctuary. Yeah, he doesn't need a bottle. Where was the... Where... I keep forgetting where the bottle was. Oh, Farentry, yeah. Oh, I should know, because I said bottle at the time that Yao said bottle.
Good job.
My memory's on point today. Okay.
Scale and Emerald Tablet, oh boy.
I think that, okay, so with the knowledge that we have right now, yeah, I think that I think that both teams should be in go mode, technically.
Yes.
Like, given that Heatle is not required in the slightest.
We know this, but do they know as well?
I don't, that's the thing, we don't know if Masters of Camouflage know that they are in go mode right now. One of them could rush Fire Sanctuary, which I would probably
know. I mean, Mario should have... No, Mario does not have Hook Beetle. What is Mario not have Hook Beetle?
I don't know. I don't think that team has found the other beetle. Wherever that was, Thunderhead. Neither of them have Ballad, but I feel like... I mean, did either of them do a Thunderhead, though?
Does Jazzix have... No, Jazzix doesn't have any Beetle. Okay. But they have Gust Bellows. Where was Bosky again now?
For what?
Fire Sanctuary.
Staircase.
Staircase, okay.
Like, it's like the most me place for it to be.
Okay, so
nice.
Jazzix should be fighting that Bosky soon.
Yeah. Fun fact, right? In the showcase race, way back in like January of 2021, right? The solo showcase race, I got fairly lucky, and I was on point to win. And there was the option of doing either front half or back half of Fire Sanctuary. And I chose back half because I was thinking, well, if it's on staircase chest and I do front half, I'll kick myself. And it was on staircase chest, so I was and Pepper on commentators, and I was quoted the luckiest man alive, and I won that race by like a big margin because everyone else did front half. So the staircase chest has lore, which is very fitting because I rolled the seed.
Yeah, Emerald Tablet kind of required to get into AC as well. Jazzix, what are you doing?
I don't know why Mario's in Deep Woods. He might be searching for the other people, I think.
Is this Jazzix's way of dying?
Probably.
Oh, good. Does he not have bombs?
He might be out of bombs.
I guess.
Levi's is dead and Steel Grounds is barren.
Wow. Good to know.
Mm.
I don't think we've seen either runner do Skyview yet. Wait, why do I say Skyview? We don't. Skyview is not a required dungeon.
We haven't seen anyone open it yet for Early Thunderhead, although at this point there's no point because yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm just
Seed bleed. Seed bleed.
Mario, what the heck? What the heck was that, Mario? You went up there and didn't get the cube?
I don't remember it being barren.
Steel Grounds was barren.
Steel Grounds was, I don't know.
Mario really just went to the top of Skyview and said like, nope, not getting that cube.
Yep.
What? Why?
What's that bow strat that Yao's doing? That cube is the cage chest, which I think had some. Beetle's cage chest you normally have to like skydive into, which I think was already dead. And I think Mario. I'd imagine it was dead, and Mario realized it because I feel like I've seen that chest before on Jazzix's end. Although I can't quite remember. Well, I know, we'll see. The SV Ghost Cube is part of Skyview.
Well,
yeah.
it depends. It depends. Like, it's as much part of Skyview as, like, other cubes are part of their other regions. So, like, if... it doesn't mean that if Skyview is barren, the cube is barren as well. But, it means that if Skyview is an unrequired dungeon, the cube and Skyview can never have anything that's useful.
But yeah, him getting the bottle, I feel like he already did that, I just missed it. And I believe he's going to Interest and then Fire Sanctuary. Which normally everyone's going to go, Jim, why are you doing that? It's not a bad play since, I mean, you know, he's in Farron. Might as well, as you're there.
Why are we complaining?
Because everyone only likes it if you do Interest and last.
Why?
Because it's better pathing to endgame.
Ah, stupid.
Who cares about silly pathing anyway? Only saves like a little bit of time. Also, yeah, getting water from Farron old 80% strat right there. So yeah. And by old, I mean, like, pre-RBM. Yeah. I feel like, I mean, obviously I feel like that if you can and it's convenient, you should do ancient last. But in Jim's situation, I would... Yeah. No, Jim did get the ball. Okay, Jazzik's finding the boss key, so I believe he should realize that he's in go mode right now.
So Jim and Mario are actually... Ooh, this could be in...
They're basically synced. Yeah, we're getting
we got a race between Jim and Mario in here.
Which is interesting, because again, the race is always between the worst two, the last two to finish.
Which I believe is gonna be Jim and Mario.
Yeah, they're gonna be the last to finish, I think.
Oh god, we got a literal race on our hands in here.
Yeah, no, because Mario still has to do Fire Sanctuary.
Well, Jim also still has to do Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, that's why it's close. I think that first to finish will definitely be YAG.
Is Mario doing distant clip without saving?
No, he saved.
Okay.
I think.
I mean, whenever the possibility of locking soft locking during during cistern clip is like super low.
It's super low, but it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Like this. No, he's fine. So Jim now taking the lead because,
like,
you know.
When was the last time you soft blocked during?
I think last time I soft was during my match versus Jim in the season 1 semi-finals. I'll probably done.
Yeah, I know.
That's the most memorable
it's
part.
Like you never soft block. You normally never soft block, but if you don't save, then you'll soft block.
Yeah, it's like the unwritten rule of the universe. If you save, you won't soft lock, but if you don't save, you will soft lock. So yeah.
Jim with a way better system clip though.
Yeah, that's why Jim is currently ahead. So everyone, for this race, look on the bottom of your screen for Jim Must 86 versus Mario Runner, because those are the two people who will decide this race. Bless you.
Thanks.
I said that right as Senra's bless you message came up in chat, and I was like, ooh, synced. I'm the master of syncs today with this in the bottle neck.
I mean, Jim's literally just got harp right now.
Yeah, he got harp like 5 seconds ago. So yeah.
So yeah, give the tracker some time to like, track it.
They should be in go mode.
They are in go mode.
Yeah, they should know they're in go mode at this point.
I mean, Jaznix is done with Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah. I mean, either that or the trackers didn't notice. I don't know. Tracking exists. Okay, now it's yeah.
Jim, well, yeah.
It was more so the fact. I mean, I don't know. Tracking is hard.
Yeah.
Blame. Is Senra solo tracking? I don't know. Blame her. Yao getting the sword. And he'll be in an endgame very shortly.
That is true. We love and respect all of our trackers. Jaznix, please. No. No. Please don't.
More shields.
Okay, good. Okay.
Iron Shield Gang. He was not Storm. He was part of Iron Shield Gang.
I'm not sure why you would get an iron shield. Because
Iron Shield gang.
because an iron shield is like the most useless thing, probably.
It was story time, right? Back
I
in
mean, I guess
the
it
olden
depends
days.
for what you want to use it.
Well,
but
Yao getting the Sacred Shield.
if you want to use it for like...
Yeah. So okay, again, lore time. Why is he getting the quiver? Or not? I have no idea what he's trying to get. Anyway, lore time. Skyward Sword lore. So back in the olden days of like 2017, right, when I started. I mean, this is like ages ago, right? TLO, ZSR, and Tessera in that era. But like, Iron Shield was actually a thing that people would get. It was like a beginner route, right? You would get the silver piece from Major System, and then the next time you'd be in Bazaar, buy the Iron Shield. It's only ever viable as like a beginner strat.
Who would ever get the iron shield? Like, I don't know anyone who got the iron shield. Like, I know that you got the wooden shield, right, by Alwyn.
Yeah,
and you don't get an iron shield.
It'll be for safety if you sucks at keeping your shield alive for the rest of the run.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you want to use your sword for. But if you intend to use your sword for demise, then
I remember it for a fact because I used that route one time in my speedrunning career right at the beginning, and it was cool because I finished the game with an iron shield.
Damn.
But yeah, I think that Jim is solidly in the lead of Mario Run. I think at this point it's just coming down to execution.
You beat a dungeon. That'll be $10.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that if you parry, you can use the iron for demise.
Yeah, I mean, okay, that's just shields in this game are kind of broken. Like, as long as you parry, you can use any shield for everything. Because you can also parry literal fire with a wooden shield.
Mm. Oh yeah, good point. If Mario never went to second part L, he's even more behind than we think.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of to be expected that Jim would have better execution than Mario.
Mm.
I mean, we've got the top 3 SSR runners here, and Mario. Sorry, Mario, but you know how that was meant.
Execution-wise, Mario is definitely lacking, for lack of a better word. Because yeah, we have literally ranked first place. We have the ranked first place on race time, the Winter 2021 tournament winner, and the SGL 2021 tournament winner, and Mario.
Damn.
Here we am. Mario, if you're watching this back, I'm sorry for completely butchering you, but I'm.
Anyways, Yal is at Hort. Mario knows we love him. Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, come on, you know we dunk on everyone. I don't know how true that is, but I'm just gonna hope that's true. So.
Well, yeah, I don't think anyone in this community has not been dunked on yet.
Yeah. Everyone gets dunked on occasionally.
Yeah.
Just have to wait for your turn.
I think both of us can speak out of experience from that.
Yup.
Some HL.
So yeah, Yal and Horde. Jim going to But I think he's in fire section. I didn't quite see him enter.
Speaking of Horde, I don't know if anyone's actually seen it earlier, but I actually got a damageless Horde in my seed earlier. Like the second time. Not the Horde that I died the first time. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Anyways, we have Jim in Fire Sanctuary, Mario in Summit.
And he's just going to go straight to Staircase Chest and going to be very, very swift.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Jim is doing the good strat where he doesn't even leave, where he doesn't even go into the room.
In your defense, Golden Devil, this is a very confusing seed.
Basically, the thing is, nothing is smart. Everything you do will get you will not earn you praise from the commentators.
It's a classic thing of commentators like dunking on you as a player, and then we being completely dunked on by the player because the player then does the Uno reverse card and finds something useful in whatever the hell they're doing.
Yeah, that's literally what we're here for.
The only reason we're here is to make fun of our own selves by displaying our lack of knowledge of the game. And by forgetting every single hint that exists. Yeah, and it's worth noticing that both of these teams are 6-0. Meaning that both of these teams have beaten every person. So this is just for first seed in the playoffs, really. Because we are still, of course, in the round robin stage.
So, who do we have finishing first? Jim
Definitely,
or
yeah.
Jasmine?
Well, Yao is undoubtedly going to be finishing first, given he's only like 2 minutes
who do we
away.
have finishing after Yao? Jim or Jasnix?
What does Jaznix have left to do?
Earth Temple?
Okay, I'd say Jaznix, given that he is right. Well,
Yeah, Jasnix only has Earth Temple to do left.
But Jim only has Fire Sanctuary left to do, and they're both right at the end of the dungeon, so yeah. It might be a 1-2 finish for Yao and Jim. Or maybe Jazz. Oh wait, I don't know.
Kinda hard to tell right now.
Right.
Cause for Scaldera, I mean Scaldera is the faster boss, but for Scaldera you have to take a long walk.
Right.
Whereas G3 is a little bit longer, but you don't have to walk so long. You just literally.
I think that with Master Sword it's way quicker, like twice as fast. So I think that Jim has the edge here. Oh, plus it doesn't have a hugely long cutscene at the end. Well, it kind of does. I don't know.
Oh no!
Mario! Dead!
Oof, that sucks.
That puts them even further behind, which gives Jim even more of an edge.
I mean, Jim was about to win this anyways.
Yeah. If he was about to win this, he has virtually won at this point. Yao finishing the time of something. I don't know. We'll see in
1:43:21.
Yep. What Flo said.
It literally says that on his screen.
We do remind everyone that this is a last to finish, which means your entire team must win or must beat the game in order to finish so in order to Ragtag YAG to win this, Gymnast has to still finish before Jaznix and Mario. Yeah.
Okay,
Zeldex's 140 estimate was quite good. It was basically on point. Oh yeah, 1 4 3 2 1 as well. Shoutouts to that. So Jasnic's done with Scoldy, but Jim is done with the entire dungeon of Fire Sanctuary, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that Jim will enter Horde first.
Slightly
no doubt.
ahead of Jasnix here.
Yeah. And Jasnix is the... well...
I mean, not like it matters, but the race between Jim and Jasnix could be decided by Horde skip.
Yeah. Although, even if the race between Jasnix and Jim is lost to Jasnix, it doesn't matter, because Jim would still win since he would finish before Mario.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter, because the actual race is Jim versus Mario, and Jim is, like, miles ahead of Mario at this point.
Yeah. I mean, what was the... I mean, it was quite close in the end, but I think what ultimately caused Master of Camouflage to lose was execution, definitely, but what about, like, before that, I guess? Because it was like... I mean, what were the decisions that led to them? That definitely was a factor. I mean, it didn't end up being that bad, though, at the end.
I don't know. Kind of hard to tell.
I think it's
mostly just execution.
I think execution was the primary reason why Mario Runner didn't. Because I think Mario Runner, I think, was slightly ahead of Jim when they found the harp and were in go mode. Yeah, I think so. Execution was probably the primary reason. It's such a me seed that it came down to execution. Like, bro, nothing ever comes down to execution unless it's rolled by me. Which is funny, because I am predominantly an execution-based player.
That means we're never gonna let you roll the seed again.
Can I at least roll the seeds I'm in, so then I win? Because my execution's good? Oh, okay, well, that's sad. But yeah, nah. Yeah, I think it's primarily execution, and... It's just time in chat, why even let me roll it first with? I mean, this seed wasn't that bad. Sub 2.
He let himself roll.
Effectively just let myself roll. I was like, can I roll? And I was like, I'm a roll, and I just rolled. But no, I think, I think execution was the main thing. I think the dig spot RBM probably did contribute in a small way. It made it... Although I think that if... I mean, okay, hindsight's 20/20, but if Jim rushed... what was it? I mean, if, like... What more was I saying? I think if Jim, like, rushed Fire Sanctuary earlier, then it could have been a lot, like... Jim would probably even be done by now, but no.
Alright, Jasnix entering Horde now.
Yeah, I think that it was definitely execution, but I think that the dig spot... Yeah, I've only ever seen him fail like once. Easy peasy.
Easiest Horde skip of his life. Well, maybe not. Who knows?
He looked pretty solid.
Yeah.
But no, I think that...
was a good Horde skip.
I think that the dig spot RBM definitely put them in... It puts...
Horde skip, as some would say.
But the dig spot RBM definitely put Ragtag YAG in a good situation. I think that them not entering Fire Sanctuary as quickly as it did, that means that they didn't, like, capitalize on it. Although, I mean... It was... I don't know, I mean, especially for Jim's case, I mean... He didn't have a bottle, so it was understandable.
Jasnix having some troubles with the first barrier here.
So yeah. But yeah, Jim right at the end, so I think that... Unless Jim has a major shortcoming, I think that he's got it.
No, definitely.
He dies, but Jazz is getting Horde skip.
Yeah. And Jim is done with Horde.
Yeah, it was definitely a contributor, I think. It made it, yeah. It made for a more efficient linear, definitely. But I think it was that and execution, I think, because again, at the end, I think Mario Runner had the upper hand. He was like a few seconds ahead of Jim, so if his execution was better than Jim, he would have taken the dub. But then again, whose execution is better than Jim's?
Yeah.
I think that here's the thing, yeah, Mario was closer to the end game than Jim was at the time of both of them hitting go mode. I feel like how it turned out, execution was the biggest factor, from what I saw.
Yes, definitely. I mean, but I think we talked a lot about this.
We can just say it was like it was execution and dig spot like kind of equally. Because I mean, if Jaznix and Mario did dig spot IBM, they might have probably won. Yeah, well, I mean, Jim execution is like on another level. I feel. I very rarely see him mess up anything, and when he does, it's always like a small time loss. Alright, so someone in chat asking, so the correct term is not SOTH, it's SOTS, so SOTS is quite confusing. It stands for Spirit of the Sword. I don't know how familiar you are with Ocarina of Time, but it works in a very similar way where if an item has a logically required item in it, that region is SOTS, Spirit of the Sword. And so, essentially, when a hint stone says, Spirit of the Sword guides you towards, like, I don't know, Eldin in this case, the runners will know Eldin has a logically required item. Notice how I'm saying logically required, because it could say have Mogomits in a Fire Sanctuary Seed when Mogomits actually aren't required, so there's a little bit of that. In this case, Sandsea was a Spirit of the Sword region, or a SOTS region. It had Song of the Hero, which locked Key Piece, which was absolutely not required, which is quite funny. Yeah, hopefully that cleared something up. Alright, so Jim about to finish.
Alright.
But yeah, and SOTS are two different things, but yeah.
GG's to Gymnast, finishing with a time of 1:51:30. Nope,
29, but yeah. Yeah, so that means that Ragtag YAG have secured first seed, and
yeah, that is GG's.
Masters of Camouflage have secured the second seed. Again, neither of these runners are out. They already made the playoffs before this match even started. But yeah, Ragtag YAG is going to be first seed, and
both
Masters of Camouflage
of these
second
teams
seed.
are amazing. They both have obliterated literally every other opponent in this tourney.
The way it's actually going to be something, but
So-
wrong.
To all the runners, and welcome.
Oh, hi, sorry.
Hi.
Mid-conversation. But yeah, hello guys.
Let's start. Jasmine. What was that about Digsport RBM?
Dude, we were like, this is a serious race, so why do it? We're like, I doubt. I did not think Ragtag YAG was going to do it.
Okay. In defense, Eldin was double SOTS on like the first couple hint stones. So
I think that was already met with the crystals, because that was.
I don't think
fun.
crystals were SOTS. There were way too many available.
Crystals could not have been SOTS because there was one extra pack, and that means you could get singles. So if you don't have exactly the number of packs plus all singles, they're not SOTS.
Right, yeah. I mean, we weren't sure because we found you guys get a bunch of them out of Logic, and so we were like, we don't know. And then Alka, yeah.
Because both of the Lanayru ones that I got were out of Logic.
Yeah.
They were locked behind Butro 40, which was Bomb Bag.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So yeah, I mean them being not SOTS actually makes a lot of sense, and yeah. So I think that
the crystals until Bat 40 were all SOTS with 10 blues required.
No, that isn't right, because Jaznix was in Logic the whole time, and he could have had 45 if he got all 10, I think.
Yeah, I never went out of Logic to get 40. I just got 5 individuals.
In our defense on commentary, this seed hurt our brains.
Yes.
Because we were out of logic.
Yeah,
we were
it
out of
was a
logic
little
even after the
Yeah, we were out
bottleneck.
of logic for like a while until Jim found a pair of mitts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
found mitts and then found claw shots.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think, what was it? The other thing, it wasn't just Digspot RBM that decided this race. I think that upon getting the harp, I think that Mario, you were ever so slightly ahead of Jim with the same dungeons having to be completed, i.e. Fire Sanctuary. So, I think Mario, if your execution was better than Jim's, you would have won.
Did
Yes,
go
I
to
was
Fire
better
Sanctuary
than
before I
Jim,
did?
one of the best players.
Yeah,
You guys think
so
to go
the
to Fire
thing
Sanctuary
that...
before I did, or
What?
I'm mad about that Sansy hint.
commentators? Did you guys go to Fire Sanctuary before I did, or
No,
no.
don't think so.
No, yeah, you were the first to enter Fire Sanctuary.
okay? So even
Yeah,
then,
pretty sure.
like I got the information that we were in Go mode faster than they did.
Yeah.
So it's not entirely
Okay, well, we had a bit of an argument about this in the commentary, but I'm more surprised that you guys didn't rush Fire Sanctuary quick. I mean, yes, there's the chance that Lineu Sandsea Sots was Hook Beetle, but there was also the chance that you guys would have been able to, like, skip it. I don't know. I mean, in hindsight, it probably would have been a better idea to rush Fire Sanctuary, but hey, hindsight is hindsight.
Because after we finished, the optimization that we thought of was Jim going to Earth Temple right as I found Harp. Because that would have made his finish a lot faster.
Right.
If we banked on Fire Sanctuary not needing the Hook Beetle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of did it safe because the reason is we thought after getting the Thunderhead and we were like, we found Emerald Tablet, we found Harp because we had Cistern Sots, so we were kind of like, well, Sansey has Hook Beetle, so we can just do Mario gets his Hook Beetle, then goes to FS, does front half while I do back half, and we were kind of gonna sync it up that way. But as soon as we realized, wait, Hook Beetle isn't there, then we kind of just didn't really know what to do.
Did you not get the hint that Pirates?
Because why would we have expected that there would be a Sots Song of the Hero piece for a key piece on Skylock?
Yeah, that was so
wasn't that great?
Because no, it was not great. Flo, I wasted so much time.
There's not there. To be fair, there's not many other options it could be.
It could have been
As soon as I saw the last check, the last Song of the Hero part in Pirates, I was like, all right, well, this is our Sansey Sots leading to a key piece.
I was actually considering that the Sots bug may have occurred with the where like you can
the beetle, like this sometimes.
Yeah, for the one beetle on Shack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean we knew that, like going into Sansey, we already knew where both of the beetles were, so we knew that the Sansey Sots wasn't Hook Beetle.
Well, yeah, but they're talking about there's like a very rare bug in the co-op version where you can get Sots and a sometimes a item hint.
Oh, I see.
It's like it's not removed correctly or something.
And we also would have found Hook Beetle, but I was in the middle of Thunderhead and then decided, like, because I got the Thunderhead and then we kind of deduced that we knew, like, theoretically we wouldn't know our Go mode if everything lined up, which it almost did. So I ended up leaving before, I ended up doing the Monolith's Goddess Cube and then I just left because I was like, okay, just go to Cistern. So,
Does anybody know where Ballin is?
No.
Oh.
Probably some like random Goddess Cube.
Yeah.
It's either that or I don't know. I don't know where it could have been. Because we did almost everything.
Okay, I just want to point out Jaznix's comment, I will find you Kit-Kat and you won't survive it. This was not a bad seed, I must admit. It was sub 2.
Oh yeah, no. I'm really not mad at you. I'm mad at the person who said closed DT should be a setting for this tournament. That's the person I'm really mad at.
Jaznix, we literally made it so key pieces can't be directly hinted Sots, and now you're complaining about indirect.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't help anything. That just makes it so it can still screw you over. It just isn't always going to screw you over.
No, in my opinion, making key pieces not directly Sots made this worse, because now you can still get screwed over like that Song of the Hero piece, but at the same time, you think you're safe because you don't expect it. You don't expect sots to be for keys because
To be honest, it's like if you get a fetch quest item hinted on a trial, you kind of just have to deal with it.
Yeah, I'd just deal with it by not getting the item.
Well, no, not getting the item, but like, I mean, I guess it's a little bit worse with fetch quest items since you won't ever get that resolved with a hint, unless you get a random hint. But
if you guys kept it in mind that key pieces could still be like indirectly sots, then you guys could have probably been a little bit more aggressive with Fire Sanctuary, for example.
We
In our
would
mind,
have, it's
there
just
was-
that we
there
didn't know
was
for
many-
sure. Like, in our head, the key piece could have been somewhere in a goddess chest that we never got. So, we really didn't, like, we weren't thinking about it could have been a key piece. We were just thinking, like, it's gotta be Hook Beetle, because that's every other seed.
And because that was the sots, and what are the odds that we get ridiculous sots nonsense like that?
1 in 4, I think, at the time, which is reasonable. Or probably more, actually, I don't know. I don't know what it was.
So,
Am
I
quite
hear...
caught up to restream yet? Because
Yeah, Mario's done on the restream.
so
because that demise
yeah.
fight was
GG's tomorrow,
jank.
finishing with a time of 1:59:34.
Yeah,
Nice.
so apparently,
I didn't backflip on the second phase for some reason. I don't know why. And then I had to do all 20 hits on one heart,
oops.
which was. If you guys hadn't already been finished, I would have died. No shot, I would have made it with nerves.
So I hear the other team didn't do Dig Spot RBM, which kind of surprised me.
Nope.
Like, when I got claw shots on my second trip, I was like, ooh, that might be bad. They might have gotten it on their first trip. But apparently they didn't. So,
was that a little good
Yeah.
decider there?
apparently it caused us to enter Faron like 10 minutes earlier than you did.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Because I
We're
found
about
Emerald
10
Tablet on a
points.
short trip to Skyloft. And then
Yeah,
I
that
went
might
I
have
went
been
to
a
go
decider.
I went to go to Lanayru to get crystals for my water scale. And then I found a hint that Cistern was Sots, and I was like, oh, okay, well that's like pretty much everything except for
So, wait, did you just randomly find Emerald Tablet?
yeah, like
Yeah.
on Skyloft.
The reason I left Thunderhead immediately was that we knew that since we got Knight Academy sauce and we had a Ruby
But,
Tablet
but-
hit, we knew that we knew that Emerald Tablet had to be there. Considering that one, we had a Sots for Cistern, which in our heads we were thinking, if it's Harp, then there's no chance. Then if there's no chance that Emerald Tablet can be anywhere else because we have a Sots hint for there. And so we were just like, one person goes to Sansi. If Harp's there, then we can find something in Knights Academy. And if we go, and if not, it's probably just in Closet. And so yeah, that's why I just left Thunderhead immediately, because we deduced that it had to be in Knights Academy.
The Sots hint was what caused me to go over there in the first place, though,
Oh, okay.
for the Knight Academy, because it couldn't be a Ruby Tablet.
The
Wait, did you guys not have? Yeah.
No, we did, but it was
Surprisingly
item
good
hint.
for a
like,
Sphere
immediately
Zero
after.
item hint. Actually useful.
Shoutouts to also the sword at the end of Earth Temple saving me from having to do Sansi.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I already had that, but I got TMS, so yes, that was nice.
It's nice that like both second place runners got TMS because of that. You prefer to have your second place runner to get a free TMS.
Ironically, I was hoping that this was a Hook Beetle seed because I was figured I was ahead in Sansi, and you guys wouldn't have the Hook Beetle because the Hook Beetle would be in Sansi, and then you guys already you would have destroyed us if it was because you had it way before.
Yeah, we had the other beetle.
Well, we didn't know where Gust Bellows was.
Yeah,
it
we didn't
would've-
know where
it,
Bellows
It would have
Oh.
depended on me turning in the baby rattle to get the spiral charge and then getting the spiral charge
Yeah.
rocks.
One thing to note is that, yeah, you guys handed in the rattle very late. Or if you, I don't know if you ever did, but yeah. Meanwhile, I think Master of Camouflage handed in the rattle quite early on, which then, I mean, we were saying on the commentary, like, they found, but Bellows and Horn Crosby, like, it was like, I mean, at the time, because we didn't have, like, we didn't have bomb bag, we were thinking, okay, this is, like, incredibly out of logic.
To be fair,
Like, I need things to do while Jaznix is getting to Betro 40, so
Right.
I was just chasing that. I found the rattle, chased that, spiral charge, bellows, and then out of logical linear trip was kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a good play to make in the end, but yeah. So yeah.
I think if anything, this race proved that this tournament is not decided yet.
Definitely,
even the
yeah.
fact that it was so close otherwise.
Yeah, it was still pretty
Yeah,
close. It was like
I think if we did Dig Spot RBM, it honestly probably could have been down to like a 1 minute or two. I
It-
don't know.
It
who
would have
won.
been. It probably would have been me barely losing because of execution, but it would have been much closer.
yeah, because right now it came down to both execution and dig spot RBM. So there's that.
So, yeah, that is GG's to the Ragtag YAG, who are gonna be going out of the group stage with a 7-0. No loss in their history at all. How does that feel?
I mean, the British Stargate one was pretty close, and I'm glad that the fact that we're 1 seed means we don't have to face them unless it's in losers bracket or they win and we win, and then we have to face them again in finals. But yeah,
Yeah,
I wasn't
mean,
excited to
Don't
rematch
think there'll be
British
loser
Stargate
bracket for
because
the bracket?
we only won.
It's only
second.
it's single elim. It's a semi-finals and a best of 3 finals. There's no there's no losers.
Oh, okay.
Before the race, we were actually considering, like, if we beat Ragtag YAG, they might just lose to British Stargate and semis because of how close it was. and then we wouldn't have to worry about Ragtag YAG anymore.
Yeah, I mean it was interesting because I think with British Stargate it was like Ragtag YAG was pretty close. Meanwhile, Masters of Camouflage just like demolished us, which was
Yeah,
quite
it's weird how like this sort of advantage triangle works with this.
Yeah, the
these
top
teams.
3 is pretty interesting here.
yeah.
And then who knows what's going to happen with 4th place?
Yeah, that's still very up to debate.
Yeah, Eminem is having the Cinderella run of a lifetime, so who knows? They're gonna win the tournament. That's my bet.
The deer of the co-op tournament, for real.
No, I would not even be surprised, because the only reason we beat them by so much is because they didn't know they could get into skippers with the whip, so...
And the only reason we did was because Alan F. Bosky was vanilla.
So, yeah, I think that's it, and we're gonna be throwing it over to Alka again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for this race and congratulations to Ragtag YAG for getting seed 1 of this tournament. But the group stage is still not finished. We have one last race that will decide who gets the 4th place. Maybe tomorrow. If it's a race between German Bingo Lords and M&M. If M&M wins this one, they get the 4th spot of the tournament and will qualify. But if they lose it, they will have to face the German Bingo Lords again and the Founders for the 4th spot in a tiebreaker race.
Oh god, that's too much pressure for me to handle.
Yeah. So you just have to win tomorrow to make this happen. So tomorrow's race is at the same time at 6 p.m. UTC on Sunday. So they definitely can watch this one. And after the tournament will, after this race, probably enter the brackets stage. So yeah, we also have quite a lot of other things happening right now on the SR. We have the ILTTPR Challenge Cup. We are on the bracket stage of that tournament too. Several matches are coming up on schedule right now. We have one match on Wednesday at 1 AM UTC. We also have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Random Settings League Season 4 finals coming up probably next week. The game is not on schedule yet, but it's coming up very soon. And tonight at 9 p.m. UTC, we have Breath of the Wild Master Sword Restricted Showcase coming up very soon. So yeah, check it out. I don't know what they have, but it's gonna be amazing probably. So yeah, that's it for us tonight. So thanks everyone, and see you later. Bye.
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 Bye.